Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, aka the Frugal Travel Guru, back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing how to buy an Amtrak train ticket online. In the past week, a couple people, just in their messages or in their comments, have said that they were having trouble. They were kind of, confused buying an Amtrak ticket online. So I figured in today's video, we would go to Amtrak.com and buy a ticket. And sometime in the near future, later this week probably, I'll do a video where we talk about how to buy a ticket from the Amtrak mobile app. Because it's actually really not that hard. There are some parts of it that can be confusing, I realize. So that's why I wanted to make this video. Let's get started. We're here on Amtrak.com. I really like this website. Just looks good, And the first thing I recommend is going right here to this Guest Rewards tab. If you haven't already, sign up for Amtrak Guest Rewards. It is their little rewards program. Every company has one, which I think is super cool for the consumer, me and you these days, because we get a lot more free stuff than like people in the past used to. Sign up for this. You can check all this out. It's free to join. It doesn't take that long. And every time you ride Amtrak, you get points. And then one day you might have enough to get something free. So I recommend doing that. Like I said, super, super easy to do. Doesn't cost you nothing. Then we're going to go down, and this is where you actually book your ticket. And we're going to do like a pretty easy, I think let's do like Seattle to Chicago. That should be pretty easy. Right here's the book ticket tabs. Here you have some other things like auto train, multi-ride, rail passes, group travel, things we're not interested in right now, but check these out on your own. They've got some pretty cool stuff in that section. We're just going to do a one-way trip just to make it easy. Down here is where you would enter a promo code if we had one. Over here, you can search in US dollars or points. If you sign up for the rewards program and you start earning points, you can search and it will show you how many points a trip will cost. So if you've got a lot of points, you don't even have to pay in dollars, you can pay in points. So you go here, our from station, we're going to say Seattle. And now you'll see, here's an example of, if you type in Seattle, the stations in Seattle are going to pop up. This is the main station, King Street Station. This is just kind of some secondary station. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it's not the main station. If you ever have this happen and you're not sure which one is the main station, you can Google it. If you just Google Seattle train station, it's going to pop up that it's King Street Station. So we click on that one, and then we want to go to, what was it, Chicago. This one only has one. Click on that. For the day, let's try something. Go up so we can see the full calendar. Let's go out to March. Let's go like March 2nd. Why not? And here you have the option of saying if you wanted the morning, the afternoon, evening. That saves you some time sifting through all these different, routes and schedules if you know you need to leave in the morning. Here you can decide, how many passengers you have going. We're just going to do one adult. And then you just click on Find Trains. Real quick, I want to scroll down. There's some other cool stuff going on down here. Check that out when you have time. Lots of stuff, a lot of savings. Kids ride for 50% off. Veterans get 10% off, 20% on travel in the Southeast. Just check that out if you have time. Everybody's got a credit card now. Amtrak's no different. But yeah, for us, we just want to go ahead and click on Find Trains. Give my old internets a time to, do its thing. And here we go. So up here, Seattle to Chicago, make sure everything's how we want it. And now we start going down and searching. They're going to prompt you like, hey, you want to spend more money on a sleeper? Sleepers are a good option if you got the money. And sometimes you can find sleepers pretty cheap. So, if I was Amtrak, I'd be pushing them too. Here you just, once again, make sure everything's right. Baggage information, you'll want to click on that and actually read this. It talks about carry-on bag policy, the check bag policy, special items, prohibited items, the at-station baggage services. It's got some really good information in here that I think a lot of people don't read. So check that out. So, cool. Once again, you still have the option dollars or points. And here you'll see the different fares that are available. And if you actually click on one, it will show you what each of these fares mean. Some are refundable, some are non-refundable. Just tells you what they're all about. You definitely want to read these before you make your purchase. Make sure you're buying the ticket you want. Okay, So those are the different fare: Saver, Value, Flexible, Business, Premium. And you'll notice that there are different prices for each one. So Saver, $150. Value, $188. Flexible, $409. And here's one, Premium, $513. So if we go down, we can see, here's the travel time. Okay, 45 hours, 15 minutes total travel time, right? But there, is it a straight? Yeah, it's a straight shot, yeah. So if it wasn't a straight shot, you would scroll down and then there'd be another box like this, but right here it would say, it would say another station, and that would mean you'd have a transfer. But this one was just a straight shot. Saver price, value price, flexible price, premium price. It is going to be from 4:40 p.m. to 3:55 p.m. the next day. And it's going to be on the number 8 Empire Builder. If you click here, it will give you more information on the Empire Builder. There's a map, there's a schedule. Check those out. That's some good information. So that is one option. And one thing I want to point out, this premium here is, for this price, $513, it's for a Superliner roomette. You can see a little picture over there. If you scroll over to a family bedroom, you see the price went up to $792. There's a little picture of what that looks like. And there's one more option. That would be the Superliner bedroom, and that would be $836. So there is some variation in prices when it comes to like the roomettes and the Superliners and stuff like that. So if you were going to go that route, scroll through those and see if the price goes up or down. Now, this is not the only option. Okay, which I just want to point out, $150 for a 2-day trip is not bad. That's cheaper than a hotel. Anyway, if you scroll down, here is another option. Okay, this option is on the 11 Coast Starlight. It is 75 hours, so a little longer and more expensive. And this one has all the options. It has Saver, Value, Flexible, Business, and Premium. More expensive, but this one actually has a transfer. This one goes to Sacramento, and then I believe it's going to go back over straight to Chicago. Yeah. So this one's, 30 hours longer and actually more expensive. So I don't know why you'd pick that one, but maybe you want to, go to Sacramento. I don't know. And this one, like here over business class, you can switch this back to reserve coach seat. Actually, no, it didn't work. Sometimes you can, if there's, hold on, let's do it this way. Let me see. Oh, that's not going to work. Sometimes if you want one leg of the trip to be business and another leg to be reserved coach, you can get a cheaper price. So let's scroll down and see if, and this is what I was talking about. You got to transfer Sacramento, and this shows you how long you'll be there. You'll be there 4 hours and 54 minutes. Okay. Now we got another option, another 45-hour one. I think it's probably going to be the same as it's the 8 Empire Builder again, but this one actually has a transfer in Spokane, Washington, 45 minutes. Prices are close to the same as the other one, but just showing there's lots of different options. Okay. And I think sometimes people just go with the first option, but yeah, you scroll all the way down, and every time you see this add to cart, it means there is a different route, so check on all those. Sometimes the price differences are crazy. Sometimes you'll be up here and it'll be, $300-400, and you scroll down and there's one for like $200. Check on that. These premium prices, sometimes they go up or down depending on, I don't know, like some days you can find some of these really cheap, because if it's like a couple days before the trip leaves and they have extra roomettes, they want to sell those out so you can get good deals. But always check, all the different routes and just kind of see, which one you want. Sometimes you can get business class for a decent price. It might be $50 more than just like Value or Saver. And so it's if you can go business, go business. The seats are bigger, you have more leg room, you get like free bottled water and some other little like upgrades. So if you can go business, but check. Sometimes you can get really good deals. It's not always like, set in stone that these prices are going to be like different levels above each other. So when you're ready to pick, we're going to pick the Saver for $150. You pick that, then you just hit add to cart. Pretty simple. That part at first, though, when you're trying to figure out where do I click, what do I, can be a little confusing. Then we have, so this is the overview. Always want to check that and make sure everything's right. What happens if you click here? Oh, it just shows you kind of a itinerary, which is cool. Then we have things like if you want to take a bike on the train, pets unavailable, you just hit continue there. And the next screen, this will be where you would log in if you already have an account. And you should have an account if you sign up for guest rewards. You can log in there. If you want, you can continue without a login as just a guest. And this is just telling you you're going to get an e-ticket. So you'll have an e-ticket that you can pull up in the email you'll get and show the conductor, or you should have the Amtrak mobile app. It will come up in there as well. And so you don't need to get a ticket printed. You can if you want. When you get to the station, you can go get a paper ticket printed. I do sometimes just for, peace of mind. But your ticket will come up and it'll be on your phone. So that's all you'll need is your phone with your e-ticket. If for some reason you're like super Amish and don't have a phone, you can use like your confirmation number or whatever to get a paper ticket printed, but you don't need one. In fact, if you don't have any bags to check, if you just got carry-on bags, when you get to the station, you don't even need to talk to anybody. When your train gets there, just go get on it. Your e-ticket is all you need. And they very rarely, if ever, check ID. I've never seen them check ID. They just come around. If you got a ticket for that train, you're good. Someone asked me that the other day. So in here, you put your information, name, guest rewards number, some primary contact stuff. All of this, if you create a Amtrak account, will already be in there. But if you're just being a guest, you have to do this. But like me, when I stay logged into my Amtrak account on my computer and on my phone. So when I get to this stage, it just takes me to payment and then the confirmation. We're not going to go into all that. The rest of that's pretty self-explanatory. You just put in your credit card information. Hopefully it goes through and then you get the confirmation. So that's how you buy Amtrak ticket online. It's pretty self-explanatory. I know there's a few spots in there that, your first time doing it, it could be a little, you might get, jammed up in there. But other than that, pretty easy. I think one time I was trying to buy a ticket and I got to the credit the credit card payment processing part, and it wouldn't take my credit card, my debit card, and I had to use another one. Other than that, I've never had any problems. Like, I really like Amtrak. I actually had a trip planned into last year, couldn't make it, and so I have like a credit in my Amtrak account. Another reason to have an account. You for some reason you can't make a ticket. I think because I did do like one of the lower levels, like Saver or whatever. It did cost me like a little fee, but like now I have a credit in my Amtrak account, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I like the Amtrak website. Definitely check out a lot of these offers because you can get some really cool stuff these days. Like, every big travel company gets you like discounts on hotels, things like that. Traveling with friends. There's a lot of cool stuff that, most times people don't even look at. They just book a ticket. And even like here, save 25% on travel. You can see like how far in advance you need to book, things like that. So definitely check around the website. But that is how to book an Amtrak train ticket. So be on the lookout, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we're going to be talking about how to do it from the mobile app. I got a little screen recorder app. We'll do that. If you have any other questions about riding the Amtrak train, please hit me up in the comment box below. You can go to my channel page. I have other videos on Amtrak. Check those out. But yeah, Amtrak is like my most highly recommended way to travel. I love it. You see some sites that you can't see on any other form of transportation because you go through places that cars don't go because there's no roads. You can't see it from the plane. You get to see some pretty cool stuff. And I have some footage of stuff like that on this website, on this channel. So check some of those out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later.